You know, making resolutions at the start of every new year, easy to do, but not so easy to keep. So I went looking for healthy habits that might be easier to work into your life. Today, we're tackling getting a restful night's sleep, which is pretty challenging at times. But I found out it can be done with a little consistent training.
Sleep is essential to human life. I mean, it supports every organ system in our body. I mean, we definitely wouldn't survive without it.
Sleep behavioral specialist Shantha Gowda says our bodies and brains perform critical healing during our rest at night.
Our brain, we remove a lot of waste and toxins when we're sleeping. There's a link between poor sleep and cancer. Our hormones and chemicals in our body that are related with appetite are impacted when we don't get sleep.
The National Sleep Foundation recommends 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night for adults. But let's face it, that's not always easy to achieve. So how do we train ourselves to be good sleepers?
I think when people are really focusing on trying to get good sleep, they tend to think about, what am I doing around bedtime or in the middle of the night or in the morning? And I like to remind people that we should really be thinking about, well, what am I doing during the day? One of the biggest things that I promote is physical activity. Another thing would be your exposure to sunlight.
Gowda says getting sunlight in the morning sets our internal master clock to keep us awake and alert during the day, but then take in the sunset to wind down for bed.
And so that's why that dim light is important, because it sends a signal to our clock that it is evening time, the sun is setting, it's really time to wind down. And it actually sends a signal to our pineal gland, which is what releases melatonin a couple hours before bedtime.
And that crucial melatonin to help us sleep can be stifled by the bright blue light of our tech devices too late at night.
The blue light is that ray of sunlight that is very much alerting and telling our master clock to be awake. And unfortunately, a lot of our devices, LED lights, all of that has a lot of blue light.
Gowda also warns to avoid heavy meals several hours before bed and make an educated decision on alcohol.
One drink is shown to impact your sleep at night. Even just one drink at dinner can have a change in how you naturally sort of cycle through your sleep.
Gowda ensures good sleep can come when you create a desirable, restful environment.
Set yourself up for success in your bedroom. So, take some time to declutter, have it be a room that you're excited to go to, not a room where you're thinking, oh my goodness, I haven't put the laundry away. Making sure that it's really quiet and really dark. So whether that's installing, blackout shades, using an eye mask, a white noise machine to, kind of cover up any type of noise that might be coming from the outside or the neighbors.
Or barking dogs, all that. Well, Shantha also says to keep the bedroom temperature between 62 and 68 degrees. Now that seems kind of chilly, but it does help you sleep better. And if you have to get up during the night or have times when you wake up, don't look at the clock. It just makes you anxious and harder to fall back asleep. And if you have more serious sleep issues like insomnia that don't get resolved with some of these tips, you better see a sleep therapist. Sometimes it requires medication.
A little extra help.
Yeah, and some people use over-the-counter aids like either melatonin supplements or ZQuil, things like that. She said see your doctor about those first, because those could be habit forming, and sometimes you can wake up not feeling so great in the morning. Just kind of depends on the person. So learned a lot of good information too. There's also a hormone called ghrelin, and that's our appetite hormone. And she says if you don't get enough sleep, that appetite hormone gets all discombobulated, makes us hungry when we're not supposed to be hungry. We eat more.
Great. Thanks, Sherry.
Ladies, get your sleep, okay?
If that doesn't do it,
you
right?
don't want your growling.
Ghrelin yelling at you.
Ghrelin growling.
That's right. So,
good advice.
oh, so it affects so much of our lives.
We have more reports this week.
Yes, we do. We're going to talk about self-care, positive body talk, the power of H2O, and making those moves.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, good stuff, Sherry. I'm excited.
Lots of good stuff. All right, we got